Hey everybody, it's His Poet, and I'm coming to you guys tonight to discuss the situation going on with Bobbi Kristina and her family. I want to talk about addiction, and I want to talk about struggles, and I want to talk about hope, and I want to talk about the Most High. Now, people look at her situation, and people have so much to say. But one thing about it is nobody but God knows what that little girl has been through her whole life. Being in the spotlight with a mother who was an addict, with a father who was an addict. Every time you turn around, cameras in her face and there's controversy surrounding her life. From somebody who struggled with addiction, that road is not easy, and it's surely not easy to come out of. You got to have strong people praying for you and strong faith in God to know that you can leave that drug alone, to know that you don't have to put a drug in your mouth or put something up your nose just to wake up or feel like you can go on or don't go on to the next day. I don't know if they have pulled the machines, but last I heard they called their family to the hospital. So I'm just saying, lift them, pray for them. You know, we cannot honestly understand someone else's walk unless we have walked in their shoes. And walking in someone else's shoes, you don't even know if you could make it because their shoes not going to fit you. Their situation not going to fit you. Their struggle's not going to fit you. Their hurt's not going to fit you. Their pain is not going to fit you. So if you don't understand, I'm just asking you to pray. What prompted me to do this video is when I seen some of the things people were saying on Facebook that just were so ugly about the whole situation, about this young girl losing her life, because that's what's happening. She's losing her life. And I pray to God that she was in a state of repentance, but who knows? I can't answer that because I wasn't there. I can't say anything because I wasn't there, but what I can fix my mouth to do is pray for her. Send up prayers for her and her family through this time of struggle. When people have talents and they're celebrities, that's a heavy, heavy bag to carry because you have so many things that cross your path and so many temptations and so many opportunities that you have to wonder if you should take or not take. The ones who make it to stardom, they give up a whole lot in order to be stars and be celebrities. They don't make all the right choices. We as people don't make all the right choices. What I'm saying right now is if anybody out there who say they love God and follow God and walk with God has fixed their mouth to do anything but pray for this young girl, and I think you better evaluate what God it is that you serve. Because if you're doing that, then it is not the God that I know, which is the Most High. Jehovah, Yeshua, Jesus. He's a healer. He can heal her. I believe if people of God band together for this girl's life and her salvation, that something powerful can happen, but it's God's will. We don't always understand God's will. But I just want to let you know the struggle of life, the struggle of this life is so real. I look around and I see so many things trying to tear people apart. I see the enemy trying to take our children out before they can even get to know God for themselves. I see so much. It's horrific. It's heartbreaking. The Bible tells us so many things about prophecy and what will happen in the last days. And yes, we are in the last days. The Bible tells us about people's hearts waxing cold. And even though the Bible tells us, it's one thing to read it and then it's one thing to experience it and watch it and witness it. And it's not pretty, it's ugly, it's heartless, it's loveless. That's why Jesus said that love is the greatest command, because love truly can conquer all. It really can. But if you have the source of the Most High, then you have the right source of love. It's time for us all to recollect on who we serve and where we stand with the one that we serve, the Most High. I think it's a crying shame for anybody, and I mean anybody, to live hell in this earth and end up going to hell. Instead of people ridiculing or us ridiculing one another, we need to pray for one another. If your brother and sister do something you don't like, yeah, you may get angry, you may be mad, you may be hurt, but don't stay in that state. Don't stay in that situation. Trust God. and ask God to help you forgive them, because he can and he will. He'll come through and he can make all things new. He's done it for me several times. I've experienced so much heartache in this life, but I can smile because I know the light of the Most High lives in me. I know the light of the Most High comes through my mouth. I know he's in my heart no matter what I face, and I've come through some real trials and tribulations. I know some strong people that has come through some real trials and tribulations, and they have not given up on God. So right now I just really make this video to just send out an aura of reflection. Reflection on your life. Reflection on the things that you've done that haven't always been so right. Reflection on the fact that when Yeshua came, when Jesus came, he came for the sick. He did not come for the ones who had it all together. He did not. He came for the ones like Bobbi Kristina, like me, who was trapped in addiction of so many different drugs. A path that I never thought that I would take, but I did. Just tonight, the enemy tried to take me out with a car, a wreck, but the wreck did not happen. The car literally missed my mom's vehicle by a split second, and they were going so fast. On my side, it really probably would have been lights out, but God said no. I've seen the hand of God deliver myself from so many situations. He can do it. I believe if we all band together and pray, if his people would come together and pray and humble themselves and pray, what could he do? What would he do? Faith. Faith moves mountains. Faith is real. Faith pleases him. Give him his word back. Stand on it. It's true. Don't be afraid. Don't be scared by what you see on the news, on CNN and everything, because guess what? It was said that it would happen. We were told in the word that it would happen. I don't know about that Whitney Houston movie that came on television because I don't watch much TV, but I will say this. My sister and I were having a discussion, and she was telling me about some of the stuff that was in the movie that had been revealed. Like how Bobbi and Whitney had a miscarriage before Christina was born, and how it showed how Whitney turned Bobbi out on drugs and all the stuff that was in this movie. And I think that nobody cared to even think whether this little girl, because that's what she is, a little girl. She's not even a grown woman because she hadn't been given a chance to blossom into one. If this little girl even knew what was going on, what had happened in her parents' life before she even got here. It's so sad. And to see everybody making a total mockery of her mother and father and her is disgusting. Please understand, life here is short, but we have a chance for life eternal. We have a chance. If you made it out and you walking with God, you're a soul seeker. You're a fisher of men now. Let's place ourselves. Let's position ourselves to be soul seekers and soul winners. That's the only reason I do poetry, is to help heal someone. And if my pain can help heal someone, to show them a way out, then my God, my purpose has been served on this earth. I'm telling you, God is so real. The Most High is so real. Tap into him. Get outside of your little boxes and get into him and truly begin to live free. God bless y'all, and good night.